Hello. It is 3:25 p.m. on May the 11th of 2021. Yeah. So we have, I forgot what this title was, Supply Chain Broken for Chicken. It's broken for chicken. It's broken for the ketchup. Seems a lot of things are happening. It really does. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Hello there, Apple Brooks. I was wondering if you'd be able to tell if I went live because I don't have my big computer turned on and I don't have this Telegram logged on to my laptop. I don't. Hello, everyone. You work for Popeyes. I love Popeyes chicken, the spicy kind. I really do like it. I love it. If I had to choose between that and KFC, well, KFC is so loaded with grease, and it's more expensive than Popeyes, I think. Hello, everyone. Yeah, hello. This is wonderful. Everybody has tuned in. That's great. I love it. So let's look at this, you all. So you can find the latest news. You really can. Look at this. Tyson says that the labor shortage hits its poultry, and they lift their sales view on. But look, supply chain is broken again. So let's open that up in another window. Look at that. Those poor little chickens. What on earth are those chickens going to do, you all? Look. So we have chicken, ketchup, and computer chips. No, we don't. We don't. What a mixture of products. That really is a mixture of products, you all, to be kind of broken. But yeah, you can't get very far in life if you ain't got chicken and computer chips and ketchup. You don't get very far. Look at that. It says, look at this, you all. Hello. Yes, hello from my heart to yours in Holland. So let's look at this. There's other commodities in short supply. Steel, gasoline, and the latter of which might see prices rise from the 2.96 national average to $3 a gallon, their highest level in 7 years. I don't know why. I thought with the change of the administrations, things were getting better. But this don't look very much better to me. It really doesn't. But you all, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter who's in office in any country. It really doesn't, because these things are going to happen. Okay, why are they going to happen? Because they can predict that they are going to happen, and we've got to weather the storm. Yes, we've got to. It's not too far from where you live in Corden, Indiana. Dwayne, yeah. It's not. You all, I'm not going to tell you it's going to get better. Well, it can get better on the inside for you. I will say that. You can make life better on the inside right here. Starts on the inside of you, and it will change your outlook on life. You will get stronger on the inside. Once you take a deep look and you come at peace and you just keep that love inside of you, it'll get better for you, because it won't bother you. You'll say, okay, that's all right. I can do this. I can weather the storm. And you can bend. You'll bend, but you won't break. Okay, you won't break. The storm won't break you. That's how it's going to get better. It's going to start with you, and it's going to start with me on the inside. And when we bend and we don't break, we help each other. Okay. That's right. Strong trees don't break. They don't. You're a strong tree, and you're planted by the water, and your roots grow deep. Very deep. Too deep for somebody to rip you out of that ground. Absolutely. Yes. That's right. Better glitching, getting better. So look at that. So the chicken supply has taken a devastating hit from harsh winter weather in Texas and other major chicken-producing states. 4% decrease in the number of meat chickens slaughtered for consumption. I don't even like that word. Let's cover up the word slaughter, because that's kind of violent. That is violent. It's really violent. I don't like to hear that. But you know what I've noticed when I went to the store, oh, it's been weeks ago, when I noticed they were selling bags and bags of chicken thighs and chicken leg quarters or something like that. $6 for a 10-pound bag. And I thought, where did they get all these chickens? I am serious. That's what I thought. They had an influx of chickens. There's chicken meat all over the place, and it was super cheap. Well, I guess the chickens went, they didn't live too long. They probably all got, you know, terminated en masse. Okay, that's what I think. So we got that chicken, we got those chips, we got ketchup. I don't know what it had to say about ketchup. I really don't, you all. Do you know what happened with the ketchup? Oh, it must have been the crop. Let's look at this. So because of this, you can't have no ketchup packet. There's a ketchup packet shortage. Oh my goodness, you all. An increase in takeout and delivery caused the restaurants to stock up on individual packets, which dwindled the supply. That is exactly what it is. You all have been eating out too much. The consumers have been eating out too much, and that has caused the supply to dwindle. Your little individual, because you've been going to those restaurants and you've been asking for ketchup in those little bitty packages. It's my fault and it's your fault if you've been to a restaurant and you have asked for some ketchup packages, because we have caused the supply to dwindle up and there's nothing left, more or less. Yeah, you've got to laugh at it. You really do. Even though it's not a laughing matter, you can't take, you better take it seriously, but you don't let it get to you. I love how they word these articles. I really do love how they word it. Oh my gosh, now we're going to be talking about Apple. Not you, Apple Brooks. We're talking about Apple computers. That's what we're going to talk about. We're not going to talk a shortage. The shortage is caused by Apple. Apple, how could you? Apple Brooks. You are causing a shortage in the computer chips. No. Oh my goodness, dear gracious. Forced much of the world indoors, and it created a run on the semiconductors from tech companies whose products gained popularity during the breakdown. Oh my goodness, you all. So look at that. Look, other commodities like lumber, metal, and steel have seen their prices hit record highs in recent weeks. You all, that's just, this is not even the tip of the iceberg, what's going on. It is not even the tip of the iceberg. Okay, now there was something else I saw. Yeah, it is not a game at all. It isn't. Did we read this right here? The supply chain issues bring big loss in food donations. That's not good. To manna as grocery prices skyrocket. So, Manna Food Bank in Asheville. Okay. So, in North Carolina, oh, wow, look at that. They served 128,690 people in Western North Carolina, a 93% jump from February to the onset of the pandemic. Wow, that's a lot of people to feed. That's really good. And look, they got that chicken wing shortage, another strange pandemic complication coming to a bar near you. Well, there you have it right there. Absolutely, you got it. Oh, now look at that. They're starting to see a return of local produce donated from the pack houses, but retail donations are down significantly, and the retail supply chain has not leveled out. Wow, look at this. This is really sad. Okay, compared to the same quarter last year, food donations were down more than 2 million pounds, a 32% decrease. That is very significant. That's extremely significant. And So we have, that wouldn't just be chicken. Okay, it wouldn't. And it wouldn't just be ketchup. It would be all types of food. It would be vegetables, meat, bread, all of that. That would go to the food bank. Well, you would also get plasticware, paperware, paper products and stuff. I wonder if that's down too, you all. I really do. Yeah, that's exactly right. So you don't believe that? You don't have to believe it, but I can tell you what you can do. You can do some critical thinking and think for yourself, and you can go to the Asheville Citizen Time, because this was written, it's been around, now it's May the 11th. Okay, look. You go there and look in there. Just do your own research. Don't take my word for it. You go Google that if you are so inclined within your spirit to look a little bit further. Okay, where have all the chickens gone? It says, look at this. Where have all the chickens gone? The wing shortage prices are continuing to rise. You know what I heard? I heard that some group of somethings went inside the chicken houses and they gassed the chickens. I heard it. They gassed the chickens, so they didn't stand a chance. Okay, they didn't. Okay, and also in, where is it? Is it Britain? The cattle population is the lowest level since 1910. So yeah, they got all this stuff going on. Look, we have had trouble getting wings every single week. They started cutting back on chicken production a little bit because they weren't making any money. Well, why weren't you making any money? People were eating out. I don't understand why they weren't making any money. You know, with everybody at home. Does that make sense to you? With everybody at home. Look at that. Now they got high feed prices due to the winter storms because, yeah, it did do some damage. Shut down the chicken farms. Look at that. If we're going to have demand and a tighter supply, then our prices are going to go up, which is the market symbol for, hey, let's make some more chicken. But that takes time to get it done. Look, so wholesale wings were $3 a pound. The same week, the year before, they were $1.23. So I've got an index pulled up right here. I'm going to show you this index of inflation. Okay, it's the food price index. Let's look at this, you all. You got this. We've got this. You're going to see it. Yes, what about the eggs? Well, let's look about this. Well, you're going to have some problem with some eggs. So look at this. This is the FAO food price index. Can you all see this? Because look at this. This is the year 2003. There's like 1, 2... Okay, so they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They chose 5 commodities: meat, dairy, cereal, oils, and sugar. So in 2003, meat was at, this is it right here, 58.3. And look how it's literally risen. This is yearly. Look at that. Look how it's risen yearly. They've got it all broken down. Look, 100%, 106 back in 2011. So let's take it down. Then it went down. Now look where we're right back at again. 101. Okay. So 101. Look, it went down right here in 2016. Okay, but still it stayed up. So let's look at this. It's dairy. It was like 54.5. Now look at dairy. Right here in 2021, we're at 118. Same thing with the cereal. They all kind of level right there back in 03, but you can see, look how much it has risen. What happened back there in 2008? Something devastating happened because it was across the board rise in dairy, cereal, wow, vegetables. Look at that, 141. Then it was 156. Then it went down. It went down back at around 2014. Look at this. So we're up here on this 162%. Is that what that means? 162% in vegetable oil? Wow, that's the biggest. And then you got sugar. Well, we're at 100. It ain't risen too much, but look, if you go back there, we got inflation, you all. And I heard they told you, don't be looking at inflation. Don't pay no attention to it. It's not even there. Hello, it is there. It's there. Everything is rising in price. It is. Look at that, 162. Wow. Everybody needs to learn to fish. Well, that's fine, but you know, a lot of the rivers and lakes are polluted. If you go to the public ones, you can't fish in the Ohio River because you'll get junk fish. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful to the fish in there, the life in there, the aquatic life in the river, but it is. It's polluted. The Ohio River, where I live, I don't live near it. Well, I do. 40 miles away or 20-minute drive or something like that. It's polluted. You don't want to eat the fish that come out of there because the fish eat junk that floats in the river. All of that. Now look at this. So look, and now if that's not enough, there's not enough, look, there's not enough containers to keep the world trade flowing. 19 hours ago, there's not enough containers. You're thinking, why wouldn't there be enough containers? Well, you know what? That's a very good question. It really is. It's a very, I know. I got to get this thing out of there. Yeah, I don't want to look at that. Why aren't there enough containers? Okay, I see these containers sitting all over the place, so I don't understand why they're having a problem getting containers. Do you all understand why they have a problem getting containers? I don't. No, not at all. There's some walleye in the Ohio River and catfish. Yep, there are catfish. And that, look at this. So there's no, what on earth? Why they got this stuff popping up? So look, there aren't enough containers to keep the world trade flowing. They mean the world, all around the world. There's a short supply of these big containers, which go on the back of semis. And also, you can see them on the railroad cars, on the railroad tracks, these great big metal containers. Look, the availability of cargo containers at Hamburg, Rotterdam, and Antwerp in Europe, and Long Beach and Los Angeles in the U.S. are at the lowest levels recorded. I literally, there is no excuse in that. None whatsoever, unless they sent the shipping containers somewhere because they were steel. You know, steel was in short supply. And steel, the price of steel has went up. Where do they do with those containers, you all? Where are those containers, really? Where are they? Somebody's got to done something with those containers because they're awful big to hide. They really are. Oh, my gosh. No, we don't want those disposable coffins. Yeah, we don't want that. Do you think they just let them fall in the bottom of the ocean? Look at that. There is not enough. It's a shipping container shortage that's left everything from Thai curry, I like curry, to Canadian peas idling in the ports. And they may be about to get a whole lot worse as China steps up its coronavirus precautions on the incoming vessels. Well, that means they're not going to let them in. Look, unloading holdups in China and delays on the return of the vessels when the outbreak was largely limited to Asia have left shippers waiting for hundreds of thousands of containers to move their products. Well, you know, I'm just going to tell you this, that China has been buying up anything and everything like that. China exports. Let's watch that. They're importing. They're not exporting. They're rarely ever exporting anything except, yeah, that's all right, you all. That's all right. We can find this because here, what you go. So when you do your search, you come over here to the Google. You don't want things like this. You want the most recent articles. So you come over here to this tool. When you click on the tools, you just come right over here and it asks you, what time do you want? Say, I want the past 24 hours on the China imports. China may target Australia despite the costly coal ban. Their trade dispute widens. Look at this. So China imports. What are the top 3 imports for China? Well, they got cars, iron ore, crude oil, and integrated circuit microassembles. That is their #1 import. Integrated, that's interesting, isn't it, you all? That is interesting. That is really interesting. Let's look at this. I just want to look at one more thing, because you know, if they're importing all this stuff, they have imported 2 million, no, 2 whatever trillion, $56 trillion worth of goods around the globe in 2020. The amount reflects a 29.4 increase, 29.4 increase since 2016, a -6 downtick from 2019. See, they were preparing for all of this, you all. Look at that. So I wanted to see what their top ones were. The electrical machinery, mineral fuels, ore, slag, optical, vehicles, plastic, copper, organic chemicals, oil, seeds. Well, they're not talking about the food. I want to know about the food, because they have been doing the food. But I ain't got time to look at China. We don't got time to look at them. But we know that they're holding things up in the ports. If they're doing all of that, you know they got the money. They got the money to do it. Look, Canada does not have enough containers to export some of its pea and lentil crops. And their exports are running as much as 2 months behind after 30 vessels from China canceled their selling to Vancouver. Oh, look at that. Vegetarian cooking to packaging food are in high demand as buyers stock up on dry packaged goods. About 1/3 of the Canadian crops rely on containers to ship. So, look, we got some pork is crumpled, tighter supply, moving record high volume to China. Oh, wow. So, it's all, they got a lot of stuff going on. They really do, you all. It's okay. Yeah. There is a global economic dominance taking place. I guess there is. You know, I really do. Let's look at this. So I don't want to look at that no more. And things are supposed to be getting better. I've been hearing that since 2016. It's going to get better. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. It's going to get better. It will get better for some people. Okay, it will. And that some people will be like the 1%. Okay, the 1%. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay for us to be left out in the cold. It is all right, because we got this love on the inside of us that's going to keep us warm. It's going to keep our spirits all ablaze, and it's going to keep our light shining. It really is. You all, let me do this. Let's open up this fortune cookie. I'm going to set this phone down right here. You see me turn it sideways like that. You all just have that right there. I'm going to look at this fortune cookie. I've got myself turned sideways, and it's turning sideways. Let's look at this fortune cookie. Gina, why are you opening up a fortune cookie? Because it's sitting there. I had Chinese one day. Chinese. I'm going to open this up. Oopsie. Something fell on the floor. These fortunes aren't really that good to look at. And I hope I can read it, even though it's dark. I really can't read it. I want to see what this fortune says. Gina, can we look at that fortune without you playing around? Yes, you can. I'm trying to get this light bright. You know that light bright? Let's look at this, you all. That's don't look at me, you all. Don't look at me, Gina. What, you got this thing and I can't really see nothing. I can't read it. One's mind. I'm trying to get this in here, you all. If this will let me focus, I can't even see this thing. I can't read it. I cannot read it for the life of me. It says one's mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimensions. Okay, well that sounds kind of weird, but we can go with that. Look at that fortune. That does not make sense. One's mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimensions. Well, that's true. Okay, that's your fortune. Okay, it's stretched by new ideas, new perspectives, and it'll be hard to go back to your old perspective when you get new perspectives. Absolutely, it is, and both my ears are burning. This right here because somebody's not thinking something nice about me, but that's okay. It's all right. It doesn't have to. They don't have to think anything nice about me if they don't want to. That's because they don't got that love on the inside, which is kind of sad. So there's not enough containers, you all. And I'm not going to be on here much longer at all. I really am not. But I think you all, you read. You know you read. Look at that. Gas prices continue to skyrocket. And if you've got a truck, you know that trucks don't get good gas mileage. Some trucks only get like 8 miles to the gallon. And it will eat your gas up in no time. What's happened here? Stocking up before prices go up. May the 10th, 2021. Aldi's and Sam's Clubs. You all look at that. Aldi's and Sam's Club. Yes. Hello. Yeah, hit that like button. I am going to get off of here. Thank you, Apple Brooks, for reminding me. When you hear me say that, all I have to do is look at your comment and then, okay, yes, Gina, you need to get off of here. You're going on too long. I'm going to go. I am going to go. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Well, you're so very welcome. You really are. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to go. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Apple Brooks and Demetrius. And if there's any other moderator on here, thank you so much for moderating. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you all too.